We were me and my friends. We brought it down to squirrel.
Sit. Yes. Good boy. Pepper. Pepper. Kitty. Shake. Other. Good boy.